Welcome to the Rift Nation Network, the RNN, putting a slide in your glide and a dip in your hip. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe. With shows throughout the week, you can find us at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Everything you could want, everything you could need right here, right now. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from comedy to the spiritual. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
It's showtime, folks!
Podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
Well, howdy.
Howdy.
How the heck are you, girl?
I'm just asking Grok about Ghislaine Maxwell's testimony today, where she pled the fifth all day.
I saw that. She wants
Yeah.
She wants clemency from Trump.
Yeah. Well, typical Saturn Neptune conjunction. It's why, that's typical. And that's on the 20th, but we're there right now. We're in it. We're in it up to our you-know-what right now. We're right in the thick of it now. We got about, a couple days of rest till it fires. Uranus is, it's all Uranus right now. From now until the end of the month, it's Uranus. We have Saturn, Neptune too, but Uranus is the eclipse. Pluto, that's the ruling planet of the eclipse. And the thing is, Uranus is a crapshoot. So you don't know what you're getting with Uranus, right?
It's like a box of chocolates.
That's right. And right now, Uranus is squaring Venus. So it's tread lightly with Uranus, because just when you think it's safe to go back in the water, here comes the shark.
Yeah.
It's a crapshoot.
Dun-dun.
It's complete unpredictable.
Yes.
I told a client, I said, just be aware of relationship issues this weekend. Just don't.
Hey, Denise.
Hi, Miss Denise. I just said don't.
It's Valentine's Day this weekend. That's going to be interesting.
Well, we're going. It's okay. So Uranus is squaring Venus right now. That will start to separate, and in comes the sun.
Here comes the sun.
Right. So with the sun, it's the sun is ego. It's self, and it's going up against Uranus, who is saying, "I want to change things now." Now.
Not yesterday,
but now.
Not
so
tomorrow.
The sun is like, I'm going to fight it. And so you have to watch the sun, because these two together, it's a whole crowd thing.
Yeah.
It can turn ugly very quickly. So you got to be mindful of that. But it's just one of those things where you just stay in a higher vibrational level as much as you can, because Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury, believe it or not. because Uranus is the higher mind. So, you know, poor little Mercury's running around going, this, I said that. And Uranus is saying, well, what if we do this? Let's do that. So Uranus is the higher mind. But when it's square in the sun, it's going up against the ego too. So that's going to be the whole following. Then after sun, Uranus will square Mars, which is explosive. That's at the end of the month. Yeah. So we've got that going on. Then we've got the great conjunction of Saturn and Neptune, which we're in thick of now. Look at the we were talking. Look at the cold weather. Saturn, we had Neptune at 29 degrees. We had snow and rain.
Yeah.
Now that we've got, what is Saturn? The cold weather. So below zero, cold. Saturn's cold.
No, I don't want cold.
No. So that's getting ready to flip. And then in between that, we've got a solar eclipse. Then following the solar eclipse is the great conjunction. Then we have Mercury retrograde, and then Uranus squares the sun. So we got Uranus squaring everybody. I mean, it's from now until the end of the month is just crazy. It's crazy.
That's too much.
It's a lot. So just be aware of it and just know when to step back. And if things get a little much, we're at the end of this Pisces saturation, don't know what's true, don't know what's right cycle. So Pisces is hanging on for dear life, right? And that Pisces energy. And Neptune is already in Aries. Saturn will be in Aries, and that's when the punch comes in.
I don't like punches.
Oh, yeah, we do. You'll love it because it's in Aries.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Oh, absolutely. We want Saturn in Aries. Saturn is not happy in Aries. Saturn doesn't like Aries.
Well, then let's get him out of Aries.
Well, he won't be out of there for another 3 years. So Saturn in Aries, because Aries is impulsive. Saturn is saying no. So you're going to learn to build things, and you're going to learn to bite your tongue. You're going to learn not to be impulsive. That's what it's going to be it's going to be interesting. I'll say it's going to be interesting to watch. Right now, they're a quarter of a degree near one another. One's at 29, one's at 0. So they're conjunct.
Yeah.
They're just not exact.
One's beginning a new cycle, one's right at the end of a cycle.
Right. And so it's like clean up on aisle 5. So that's going on. Not only that, but Neptune is at what we call the world point, which is at 0 creator degree, waiting for Saturn. That's when you see regimes fall. So I'm going to expect to see Iran go down within any day any time now.
It's very possible.
Any time.
Cuba, that's another one. Venezuela's already on the way out.
Yeah, but that's doing well.
Yeah,
that's apparently the people are starting to get money now, which is great.
Yeah,
that's going well. What else is going? Oh, okay. So the eclipse coming. That's on the 17th, which is really close. So anytime we have an eclipse, we will spend like a whole month talking about the whole freaking eclipse. We haven't even talked about it.
We haven't.
Because it's like there's so much other stuff going on right now that it's like, oh wait, we got an eclipse coming.
This is solar?
This is a solar eclipse, and it's on okay, so it's what we call out of sign eclipse, right?
Okay.
Because the north and south node. The north node is in Pisces. The south node is in Virgo. They're shifting this year into Leo and Aquarius. So Aquarius is going to be the north node. Leo is going to be the south node. So this particular eclipse, the north node is still in Pisces, yet the sun and the moon are going to be in Aquarius because we're shifting. So it's still eclipses don't happen unless the north and south node are involved. So they're still involved. They're just starting to go in and out of sign. So it's actually in Aquarius, which kind of, is the mood of what's going on right now.
Right.
It's freedom to the people. It's power to the people. It's people taking back the power. But Venus will be also with the North Node, which is perfect on this eclipse. And Mercury will be trining Jupiter, which is unbelievable news. So everything that we will have gone through all through January and February, that Mercury trining Jupiter, we're going to hear good information on some clarity.
Good. We need some clarity because there is so much misinformation out there right now. It's pathetic.
Well, that's what happens after that. It's just until the end of the month. But what was really neat is and of course this intensifies throughout the summer. This just kicks off throughout the entire summer, where it just kicks in. It just intensifies through the summer. Because guess what happens then? We've got the little Magi triangle gets back into gear. Because what happened is Uranus retrograded back into Taurus. So in April, that goes back into Gemini, and that kicks in our Magi triangle.
Okay.
So it is non-stop electrifying energy until after August, September. It's going to be like this till August or September.
This is going to be interesting, both on a personal level, and I'm seeing good things. Okay.
Yeah.
You've done your work. It's probably going to be good things. So be thankful for what you get. But on the governmental side, I mean, I feel that we're going to get a lot more truth eventually, and it's going to be here, not this person over here making an AI story up with two previous stories from a long time ago on top of each other. 2 minute live 2 minutes ago. No, that happened. No, don't do that.
The whole AI thing has taken conspiracies to a whole new level. Well, but that's okay. That's okay.
I did say that we needed some new ones because we were running out.
Well, congratulations, because this latest dump, and we got 3 million more documents coming. And what's happening with these Epstein files is you have to decipher whether or not you're reading a tip that somebody called in, and it's you can look on the bottom of the notation, and the FBI agent says this person needs psychiatric help. This is not true. You got to decipher whether it's an email or whether this is a tip that a wacko called in, or if this is fake or false. That's why I am so against what is happening now of this. Oh, I'm going to read these names on the congressional floor. Really? With no due process? You have no proof.
No,
you're going to this, and I'm a Libra, and I fight for victims, but you're not going to accuse people without facts.
Yes, some very heinous things happen. Okay. But like you said, due process. Innocent until proven guilty. You want to read those names, then get the evidence and press the charges. Get the warrants, get them arrested, then read the names.
If I have not heard the DOJ come out and say, if you want to go after if you're a victim and you want to go after somebody, come and see us now with open arms.
Yeah.
So go in and press charges. But don't start reading names from a tip sheet from some whacked out person from God knows where from 2008. It's irresponsible.
Verify what you're looking at.
There is so much, but what I will say is everybody's saying all of the things that were said on a conspiracy level, and here I go again, because a lot of the stuff that's coming out in the emails, I said that didn't happen. There's no way. And now it's in the files.
Happened.
Well, it's suggested it's suggested in the files.
Yeah. Not proven yet.
Well, I think it's going to be proven. I think the last batch is going to be the knockout punch. And for them to say, oh, this was done without thought, I beg to differ. This was done with complete thought. People are reading and saying, could this be true? Are you kidding me?
Strategy.
And I think the last 3 million pieces or whatever they are the ones that are going to hold a lot of what I've been saying. Now it's coming out because I've said to you, it's not that island. How many times have you heard me say it was New Mexico? It was the ranch in New Mexico. Mm-hmm. That's where all the experimentation and all this transhuman stuff happened. And these underground places. And sure enough, that's what's coming out.
Yep. And if you think about it, we were waiting and everybody's getting pissed off. And I said on the show, there's a lot there. It's going to take time for them to go through it. Yep. Well, all of a sudden we have 3 million pages, and that's only half of it.
That's right.
We're expecting another 3 million pages to come out.
The knockout punch is going to be the next 3 million after the eclipse.
We need to just be patient.
Yes.
And verify what you're seeing.
Yes.
Okay, on the internet. That should cover all platforms on the internet. Or find you somebody like Dan Bongino, who verifies the facts.
Mike Benz.
Before he says anything. He's got a rule. He doesn't jump on a story. Lost her. He doesn't jump on a story until he's got some facts.
Well, I think you just have to be careful. And there is an astrologer that I love him to death. His name is Chris Brennan, right? Chris Brennan hosts, it's called the Astrology Podcast. A year ago. Right. Well, that's who was married to him, Jan, was Jane Fonda. He started CNN. Ted Turner did.
Yeah.
But Chris Brennan went back a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Now, remember when I said to you, this chart, I don't think he's dead.
Yeah.
How many times have I said to you, I don't think he's dead?
Yeah. You did. You did many times.
Over.
I agree with
you.
I don't think he is either. And now there is a whistleblower that worked at the jail.
He was a guard.
That specified. Yeah, he was a guard. Specified that night he saw someone wearing orange going up the back stairs towards that cell. And he also says they wheeled him out in a wheelchair, put him in a transport van on a weekend, and they have a strict rule not to do transports on the weekend. And then the next day, found him in the cell. So, yeah, I think they moved.
It wasn't him. Well, it wouldn't shock me because we've talked about this. When Chris Brennan went back and they did the research, This is exactly what's happening with this, is what he said a year ago would happen. But he didn't realize it was going to be the Epstein files. He said with this Saturn-Neptune conjunction, it is going to be to the point where you have to be able to decipher what's fact from fiction.
Yeah.
And he said, they went back and did research with back to 59 BCE, right? On Saturn Neptune conjunctions.
Yeah.
And all through time, he said their research found secret pacts, secret agreements, secret groups, like secret groups. And this all comes out during a Saturn-Neptune conjunction. For example, he said, and this was interesting about, let me see what he said. I mean, he went through it. It's so cool. Project MK Ultra, the human mind control, came out under Saturn-Neptune conjunction, right? Power networks, world events, truth versus false, and secret groups. There was a secret group. Listen to this. They found a group called the secret group called the Zodiac Club in the 1800s. It's one of these top secret groups, like the what are they called? The Knights, the Templars.
Knights Templar.
Right. It's called the Zodiac Club. J.P. Morgan was alleged to be, and every member had a zodiac sign assigned to them. J.P. Morgan was the sign of Libra.
Okay.
And he said they can't verify it, but J.P. Morgan had a lot of Libra stuff, allegedly, art and things around his office.
Interesting.
And it was called the Zodiac Club, right? So that was one that they found very interesting. It was in his library. Libra paintings. Another one was the Knights. What are they? The Templar Knights? What are they called?
Knights Templar.
Knights of Templar. Okay. That was under a Saturn-Neptune conjunction, right?
Mm-hmm.
In 1307, the Knights Templar, is that what it's called? Knights Templar?
Yeah.
They were destroyed and repressed by an order on Friday the 13th in 1307, blasted as heresy, and their members were unalived.
Yeah, by the Catholic Church, who they were fighting for. And the Knights Templar actually started the banking system. You could deposit your gold with them in one town, and they'd have gold in another town. So you could go to that other town with the ticket they give you and pick up your gold there, so you didn't have to haul it.
Secret order. Then, under another Saturn-Neptune conjunction in 1738, the Pope banned Freemasons, right? 1917, the Catholic Church again banned the Freemasons. And then in 2023, happened again. I mean, it's just, he goes back to a lot of these. 1773, there was a secret group called the Sons of Liberty. They disguised themselves as Mohawk Indians.
Yeah.
Who did the Boston Tea Party.
Yes.
For the Revolutionary War.
Absolutely.
Right? And paranoia comes into play, where people freak out and they almost get psychotic, in like a psychosis under a Saturn-Neptune conjunction. You can see it.
Yeah.
And in 91 BCE, there was a witchcraft scandal in China, mass killings of witches. 91 BCE.
Didn't know that.
Under a Saturn-Neptune conjunction. 1486, hammer of witches. And it was propaganda. and it gets people into a frenzy. And look how people are like screaming on the streets now. You can see this Saturn Neptune conjunction now.
Yeah.
They're screaming at people.
Oh,
It's
it's
like
crazy out there.
it's crazy. Well, just know that it's pretty normal. 19 I mean they did such great research that it's really interesting. So we had the whole witches thing. Um, and then they did a bunch of the research, which it's like he said, as astrologers, we have to be very careful right now because people can take a lot of this stuff, and they're so into wanting to record all this
Yeah.
because of what's happening this month, what we're getting ready to go into. They want to record all this because this is biblical right now from an astrologer standpoint.
Right. Right. It is.
So
It's new.
they did all this research. Again, it's like I always say, astrology is not fortune telling.
No.
It's
No.
going back into history.
Yeah. It's looking at what happened the last time this particular thing came into play.
Yeah. And then remember in 1989, and it came right up to about the time Noriega. 1989 is the last time we've had this conjunction. 1989 is when Panama, we had Noriega, went out of power, and then we now have it with Maduro.
Yep.
So I think Maduro's talking.
More
I
than
think
likely.
he's singing like a bird.
I hope so.
I need to look at his chart.
Probably be pretty interesting.
So just be mindful that a lot of this, like psychosis behavior, this paranoia stuff, the paranoid behavior, the distractions really goes into this Saturn Neptune conjunction that we're in right now. So that now, right after the 20th, they start to separate. Saturn moves on. Bye, Neptune. Later.
See ya.
Yeah. You're here for 14 years, 13 years. I'm only here for 2.5, 3. So that kind of explains what we're seeing now. The structures falling, countries falling, leaders falling, and this screaming at people.
Resets. And the people out there screaming, I've seen it. I have seen it. And it is pathetic.
It is. It's exactly what it's. If you think back to like 91 BCE and the Salem witch trials and all that stuff, paranoia sets in from people totally freaking out under a Saturn Neptune transit, and just be mindful that what you're seeing is a lot of this energy.
Yeah. Oh, little Susie got a cold. She's been bewitched. No, she got a cold. Okay.
Just go do something you enjoy.
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling to see people getting in an uproar over like nothing. You're watching this all play out if you stand back and look down on it. That's the key.
And these protesters, rioters, what have you, whatever you want to call them, okay? They are protesting ICE doing their job, eliminating dangerous criminals who have murdered, raped, brought in drugs to this country illegally, let them out with no bail, no nothing. Okay, you come back to this day to court, they're off doing it again. Repeat offenders, they'll deport them, they come right back. This administration is attempting to do something about that and make this country safe.
Well, defund it. Well, the fact is, I have looked at these cases and seen these angel families and have every Wednesday night have showcased these girls that were brutally, and I mean brutally, unalived.
Yeah.
Over and over for 4 years constantly.
Yep.
It was every week.
Yep.
And there are 1,000 groups of them going around now with what are called detainers and deportation orders from the immigration courts. Our courts, for our friends in Canada, our immigration courts are separate from criminal judicial courts. There are immigration judges
Yeah.
that work for the government, actually. So, make a long story short, if somebody picks up somebody and the police see that, they are to call ICE.
Yes.
Some cities are not doing that. They are not honoring deportation orders or detainers. So
Good.
instead, they're releasing them out into the streets, out into the communities.
The sanctuary cities,
Yes.
which
And
is why they're trying to pass legislation to make that a crime. Being
well,
a sanctuary city.
they aren't good people because I've done stories on them week after week after week of the what the heinous things that they have done.
Yeah.
And this is not your neighbor next door. That's not who they're going after. Now, what happens is when they're released back on the community and they're with somebody that's not a citizen, by law, by federal law, they must arrest that person.
Yeah. Collateral damage. It's
Yeah.
not guilty by association. That person has already broken the law. Okay. They are a criminal. They are taking our resources that we pay taxes to provide. Okay.
Well,
Food stamps, this, that, the other thing. Okay. It's handed to them. 5-star hotels they are put up in some
60, I'll give you a statistic. 65% of the people that have come here in that surge from 2020 to 2024, 65% are on the welfare system. That
Yes.
includes SNAP, that includes Medicare, that includes housing, and that includes education.
Yep.
So
And then
they have detainers and they have deportation orders.
Yeah, and they're still getting benefits.
Yes.
They know where they are because they're mailing the check. They're mailing the
Yes.
card.
Yes.
To them. Go get them.
But the thing is, these protests aren't happening in Memphis. They are not happening in Louisville. A lot of sanctuary cities honor the detainers and the papers. Most of the majority of them do. It's the ones that are not honoring that is where we're seeing problems.
Yeah.
And, I'm all for the First Amendment. I'm a huge.
Well, absolutely. As long as you do it right. But let's not attack law enforcement.
No,
that's
they're
kind
just
of stupid.
They're abiding by the federal laws. If you don't like what the laws are, talk to somebody to change the laws.
Yeah.
Congress makes the laws.
Yes. Call your congressman.
Yes. Don't beat up somebody for doing their job.
Yeah.
But stand there and scream and yell. I'm all for that. Go do whatever you want. But you better be aware of what's being released back into your communities.
Yeah.
These aren't good people.
If I don't want anything to happen to anybody.
I don't either.
What would happen to the mindset of one of these protesters if one of their children, if something happened, an illegal alien did something?
You don't know how many people I work with that have lost people to this kind of prosecution and them being released back out on the streets when they shouldn't have been.
Yeah, they come over the border. They come straight up to Nebraska. You got I-80 straight out to both coasts, okay? Biggest sex trafficking highway there.
Yes, it is.
All right.
It is.
And we have a few towns, Grand Island, a few others. There's a lot of illegals. Are they supposed to be hired? No. do the companies use E-Verify? They have to. There's ways around E-Verify via false papers. Okay?
Right.
Fake names, fake papers.
Well,
They need to get this figured out. At least they got
figure
the
it
board.
out.
At least
Figure
they got
it out.
shut down.
Lawmakers need to figure it out. But in the meantime, we have to be very careful with this Saturn Neptune to realize what we're being fed, check and recheck it, especially with the Epstein files. That's the biggest one I see.
Yeah, before you blow a gasket, do your homework
Do
from
your
a
homework.
reliable source.
Do your homework. But I thought, oh my God, here is all this stuff coming out where I was like, that didn't happen. No way. And it's all coming out.
Yeah.
And, I've been slapped since 2020 with all that because I was the one saying, oh, okay, tinfoil hat. But, now with Saturn, Neptune, things are getting clearer. And they will get clearer after the 20th, but you have to be mindful of what you're being fed.
Yes.
So I think it's a good lesson for people to stand back before reacting.
Practice the pause.
Yes.
Okay? Don't just knee-jerk react. Okay, I'm seeing this story. I don't like this. But let's look at both sides.
Let's look at all sides of the coin.
And
All sides of the coin.
Astrology. That's just like with the astrology we've been talking about.
Yes.
Look at both sides. Look at where you're at in your life. Don't automatically expect bad things to happen because you're inviting that in.
That's right.
The universe says, oh, you like bad things? You're constantly thinking about it. Okay, here's some bad things for you. No. Go on the idea that, okay, this could bring something good into my life.
That's right.
I may have to go through some things and heal and let things flow. But if I do, this could bring something better in for me.
I'm watching it happen. I'm watching it happen.
When the bad aspects hit, it can still be something good. You might break. A marriage might break up, but it was a toxic marriage for decades and abusive, and one finally found a way to get out so they can heal. I mean, you got to look at things differently.
Yeah. You have to be mindful that there are no bad in astrology. There are no bad transits or aspects.
No,
you know what I mean? They're lessons.
Yeah.
You learn and you grow. You grow spiritually, you grow mentally, you grow as a person. Yes. But Uranus is strong, very strong in this. Oh my God, in this solar eclipse. I'm telling you, from now to the end of the month, change is coming. And it's like the fixed signs who don't like change. And they're, oh, no. You're going to have to look at, well, maybe if this changes, I can do this or that. Because it's coming. There's no going back.
Yeah.
To what's coming. It's the new earth or what people are calling it. I don't know what they're calling it. I don't know. I call it zero creator degree.
There's a lot of division out there. And people are still stuck down here in the 3D bullshit.
Yes.
And there are other people who have done some healing and raised their vibration.
Yep.
And they're up here looking down at all these people going, what the fuck?
I know.
And so you've got different vibrational levels. So that's kind of like the 3D versus the 5D. That's what they're talking about.
That's true.
It's not a new planet. It's not a new planet. It is a new dimensional field. And it's going to raise. And this year it's going to be bumpy. But we're going to find out a lot. I keep telling everybody that. We're going to find out a lot of information here soon. Just be patient. And look at what we got. We got the Epstein files. Well, half. And we're going to get the other half. And that's going to give people evidence to look into the
That's
people
right.
that are in those files to see if charges need to be filed. And once they get one, that one's going to start singing because they want a break. Okay,
Right.
they don't want death penalty, so they're going to start singing, and that's just it's just going to skyrocket.
Well, it's like the domino effect. And
Yeah,
if you look at Savannah Guthrie and what has happened to her, God, Miss Nancy, her mother, her 84-year-old mother, this is by far in all of the true crime I've been in for decades and decades, since
yeah,
the 80s, 1980s, I've been messing with this.
right.
I have never in my life seen a case like this. In my entire life, I have never seen anything like this.
It's weird.
It's beyond weird. And it's like, well, this is happening during a Saturn Neptune conjunction. So, everything that Chris Brennan was saying today, you could relate it to what has happened with this poor family, this poor Guthrie family. God love their hearts. And we see this with people every week, that this happens, where they don't know where a loved one is, and the pain that they go through, and they don't know who to turn to.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's beyond tough. But when somebody's a public figure, that like she is, I don't know what show she's a reporter or does, like shows or something, like I don't know, she doesn't do Dateline, but similar. But she's famous and people know. She was going to go do the Olympics, I know. So she's like works for a media outlet, but I think it just puts her under the microscope even more.
Oh, absolutely.
Unfortunately for her. And your heart bleeds, but you can see just with this case that how it's being done or not done, or what's going on with it, nothing makes sense. None of it. I mean, at first I thought it was cartel. I'll be honest with you. I thought, well, this is cartels kidnap people for money.
Absolutely.
And
Ransom.
that's what they do.
Yeah. And she's even said, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but hey, if you want a ransom, we'll pay it. We just want her back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did. But then again, and then she said that, but now tonight she got out and said, I need your help.
Yeah.
We need your help. Not only just for prayers, but if
you
you
know something,
see
call her in.
anything, please call your law enforcement because we're desperate.
Yeah.
So that's telling me what? I thought a note came. So it's just so screwy, but we're under that conjunction. So
Yeah.
it's like, wait until, and the maps that I'm doing for this are spot on, but I almost hesitate to read them because it's like, God, should I just give it a week, because we're under that conjunction
Yeah.
and you don't know what you're looking at.
Yeah, I know that's a tough call there. I don't know.
Well, I guess I have to put my faith into the calculations because it's all math, and leave what I'm thinking out of it and just draw it and send it.
Math doesn't lie. Numbers don't lie.
No, the numbers do not. And irregardless of what I think, it's not my place to say, well, I think this person did it or not. That's up to law enforcement. Mine would be just to find mom.
Yeah.
Because I think it's just horrible for an 80. Who would abduct an 84-year-old woman? No one.
Twisted individual.
That can't walk.
Yeah. Was she in a wheelchair?
She's has a walker, a cane, and does have a wheelchair.
Okay.
But here's the thing. So they said, well, somebody from the church didn't see her at church and contacted the family. Come to find out, since lockdown, she has not returned to church live. She watches it online.
Okay.
But it's not like Zoom. You just log on and watch it like you would a YouTube. So you don't know if that person is there or not.
Right.
So who called the family?
That's a good question. I don't know.
The church says we can't verify who did it. We don't know.
Yeah. And
Well,
unless that member comes forward, that church
right.
member comes forward, they're not going to know.
Everybody in a church knows what everybody is doing.
Oh, you ain't kidding.
I mean, come
You ain't
on.
kidding.
They talk, it's like a bee's nest.
Yeah.
So from the get go, this has been, wait a minute, screwy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So, but I think that's what we're seeing. So just be mindful of that for the next, let's see, 20th, 13th, 14th, 8 days, 9, 11, 12, 13 days.
Just be
And
mindful of your surroundings, mindful of the information you're taking in, mindful of what you're sharing. If
yeah,
you're not sure something's true or not, don't share it until you are. I shared one out the other day, and I put, hey, I need to verify this, but I was just coming off a break of work. I didn't want to lose the link, and so I put that I need to verify this. But somebody else, in the meantime, looked it up and sent some stuff to me. I'm like, cool, it's fake. Thank you. I said thank you, and I just went and deleted it quick because it
yeah.
was fake. I didn't want it up there.
You
But
know, it, it's crazy right now. And like you say, I think the best, you said it the best. Look down on it with being objective, being open minded,
yeah,
because because when you're fed fear, your vibrational energy drops to the lowest level it has. Fear is one of the worst.
lowest vibration.
What? Yeah. So you don't want to be fed fear. That's how they
Yeah,
corralled us all during lockdown.
yeah,
Fear.
and once again, they're using different things to divide and conquer. Look at the Super Bowl fiasco.
What was that? I don't even I was just so what? What? What?
It
Who cares? Watch who you want to watch. It,
yeah,
if you don't
it,
like it, turn it off. Why don't you honor what other people want to watch or don't want to watch? Honor somebody's opinion. Might not be mine, but I still honor it,
I get
right?
that. I do get that, but it
I
was,
mean,
in my opinion, okay, it was a piss poor choice used for political ploy.
could
You don't
be.
use, you don't use the Super Bowl for political ploy. If you do, you're going to get your butt kicked. Just like
Well,
when Bud Light did their thing with the transgender, they lost so much business. It wasn't even
they've
crazy.
never
Uh,
recouped.
Other stores did the same thing. They lost business. They're having a tough time. This is going to affect who goes to and watches the next Super Bowl. So they better watch their P's and Q's and get somebody in there that people actually want to listen. People were just standing there.
Were they?
But yeah, everybody in the stadium, I've seen video footage of it. They were just standing there going,
See,
what the?
I watched the game, but I didn't. When halftime came up, I wanted to see what was going on with Guthrie and the Olympics. Because we're an Olympic family, so the Olympics are really more important than anything right now.
Yeah, I actually watched Expedition X for most of it. And I did tune into the Kid Rock version of the Super Bowl halftime show, and it was good. I had some good artists and good music. But I was on a Expedition X binge, and I was zoning. I was zoning. I was
Yeah.
learning.
See, I mean, I don't understand why people just don't watch what you want to watch and don't worry about it.
Right. The only time I watch the Super Bowl is if the Steelers are playing in it. That's my team.
Well, it was not, if you're a Seattle fan, that's great, but it was not an exciting game like
Yeah,
last year. You know what I mean?
I do. I do. And but like I said, the powers that be, okay, are using things like that.
Well,
They've got AI chatbots out there just throwing up posts causing hatred, and then
yes.
everybody gets on there, and it's a bunch of bunk.
I
Um,
think I think if people think about the bots that are on social media that that cause people to get fired up.
Yeah.
It's remarkable how many bots are out there.
And
Millions and millions.
yeah, you can buy followers on Facebook
Right.
and Instagram. Okay, those are bots. They're not
Right.
live people. It's a bot,
Right.
little computer program. And a lot of the spammers that you get in your, like, say, TikTok inbox, Facebook inbox, where they don't pay any attention to what you're saying. They just keep asking. It's scripted. Same question, same question, same question. The next one, same questions. The next
Right.
one, same question. Those are bots. Just block it. Don't talk to it. Block it.
Be very careful right now, especially under this Saturn Neptune. It is the screwiest. It's better just
Hey,
to
Renee,
detach.
thanks. Problem. That's important.
It's better to detach, do things you enjoy. It's luckily here starting to snap out of the 0-degree weather, which people are smiling and happy right now.
We had 70 degrees today
Isn't that wonderful?
in
I love
February.
it.
It was a state record, and it was gorgeous out today. I came home and sat on the front porch for a little bit,
See?
breathed, and oh yeah, I went out and looked in the garden.
There you
And
go.
I'm not going to jump the gun though. I've got everything to get my seeds started. I'm going to start doing that
See?
tomorrow night. This year, I am actually doing it before Valentine's Day. I'm going to
There
get it
you go.
early, and as soon as that dries out, I'm getting that tiller out. I'm getting it done, and that way it's tilled for when they're ready to go out.
See?
It's
Get
rare.
that stuff done. I found a canning class I'm going to take in the summer too. I mean, do things that look things up, study things, do things that keep your mind clear. And if you have to just at least until the end of February, be very mindful. And a lot of it, I think, is Epstein files. Just do the work.
Yeah.
Do the work. Just look it up.
I'm excited they came out, and I'm going to say hopefully, I know something's going to get done. I just don't know when.
Well,
But
it will.
I'm glad. That kind of stuff never should have happened. It did. And it's going to get taken care of, and people are going to go down. And finally, America and the world is going to see that if you do this kind of stuff, I don't care who you are, how high up on the totem pole you are, you're going to go to jail.
Good. Well, a lot of people, a lot of executives are resigning right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, they are. Ooh, sorry, Renee.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Renee, we've had it for 2 weeks solid. It's just, we've had a foot of snow. It just hasn't gone anywhere. So hopefully tomorrow it starts to leave. People are in better moods now.
Yeah. And if, you said people are resigning. Okay,
Yes.
if they're resigning, guess what? They're probably guilty.
Yeah.
I'm saying, in my opinion, that person is probably guilty, and they're getting ready to hightail.
Could be.
If they had nothing, if I had nothing to worry about, I wouldn't resign. I'd fight everything. I'd say, hey, you want to talk to me? Come on, let's go. Let's talk.
It's going to be interesting to see how everything rolls out. It's going to be interesting to see if he's alive. It would not, after what is coming out now, it would not surprise me in the least
No, not a bit.
that he shows up somewhere.
He may have made a deal and talked in order for witness protection somewhere.
Don't be surprised. I said it for how long? I don't think he's dead.
I don't think he is either. I really don't.
I kept saying that. I thought, oh,
there was a picture of him in a foreign country.
I saw it.
It looked like him. Now,
Looked
was
just
it
like him.
AI? I don't know. It was a picture. I don't know. I would have to take it and run it through an AI filter to verify yes it is or no it's not. I don't have the skills to do that. So.
Nothing right now would surprise me. Like I said, we're there. We're in the thick of it. You just go back and look into history at what occurred during that time.
Yeah.
The witch hunts, the people getting the paranoia the paranoia caused a lot of that, caused a lot of mass unalivings.
Yeah.
You just got to be mindful that that's the energy, that it's not going to be the energy that is the end result. The end result's going to be wonderful, but it's just going to be bumpy.
Yes, that is.
And know that it's bumpy, know that it's high powered. And when you know it, you know how to deal with it.
Absolutely.
You know, you have Uranus squaring Mars, you don't go out in a crowd. Not
Nope.
with everything else that's bubbling.
Nope.
Because Uranus square Mars in about a week and a half till the end of the month, you do not do it.
Mm-mm.
You don't drive fast. You watch power tools. You watch what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's that simple. It's
Even getting out of bed to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, turn the light on so you don't stub your toe on the corner of that door.
that's right.
Because when you went to bed, the door was open, but your cat might have shut it.
Well, and then we
It
got
happened to
an
me the other night.
and we got an eclipse in the middle of all this, which
Yeah.
is like a new moon on steroids.
Yeah. And during eclipses, things can either come into your life unexpectedly or they can exit your life unexpectedly. Okay. So just be prepared, let it flow, don't fight it,
That's right.
accept it, and heal from it. Or get really excited because something really good happened to you. Don't forget to thank spirit. Don't forget to thank the universe.
Right.
Don't forget to thank your guardians. It's important.
You know, this what I love on the 17th with this
Hey, how you doing?
Mercury trining Jupiter is fantastic. Jupiter is the law. Mercury is going to come out and say, this is what has happened
Yay.
during all this confusion. And
We need
it's
that.
clarity. It's
We need that.
complete clarity. And we've got Venus with the North Node, destiny. So we've got Jupiter, great.
Hey, Dallas.
Now remember, this solar eclipse is squaring Uranus. It is squaring Uranus.
So if I got to intervene for just a second, okay? So you got the sun, and, and the eclipse is squaring Uranus, and you know how we get an eclipse? The moon goes in front of it, so we're getting mooned by Uranus. You can't make it up.
You're getting bent over. Here it comes, Uranus. I'm telling you, it's beyond. I mean, it's going to be interesting to watch, and it's in Aquarius.
Yeah,
which is the future. It's what's coming. So it's all good. But it's a shakeup. It's all a shakeup. But you know what? Shakeups are good. Shakeups get rid of all the crap.
Yeah. Tower card in tarot.
That's it.
The death card. It's not actual death. It is the death of a cycle, the ending of a cycle. So something new can begin. That tower that's fallen in your life. That is so you can pick up what little's good out of that situation and use it to start building something better.
That's right. On the heels of the Saturn-Neptune Great Conjunction, it's going to be nonstop.
Yeah.
But we know it, you navigate through it, and you just do things that you enjoy.
Yeah.
It's that simple. It's really that simple.
I'm good at that.
Guess what? So my friends and I, because the Uranus Fudge Shop, you've seen that advertised, right? Where they have the T-shirts and all the fudge and T-shirts and Uranus stuff, is an hour and a half from my house.
Oh no, you're going, aren't you?
Are you kidding me?
You got to video it. You got to.
I think I might do a live from there.
That would be phenomenal.
I'll tell Howie I'm doing a live.
You're doing a live from Uranus.
The Uranus Fudge Shop.
While you're getting some fudge.
Yeah, and my friends we're going to do a girl trip.
There you go.
A girl
Yeah.
road trip, come back and eat at Red Lobster, and it's going to be hilarious. It's an hour and a half, the Uranus store. So that's coming this spring.
So you're going to go to Uranus, and then you're going to go back and get some crabs.
Yeah. All in the same day. I'm getting a big T-shirt. I know I'm going to get a T-shirt.
Just don't forget your bib, so you don't drip butter all over your shirt.
Right.
That's a must.
Yeah. We got to get off of here for Miss Cindy.
Yep, and that reminds me, she's having a guest tonight on her show at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. It is called Becoming Universally Aligned. Look at me. I got the name right.
Yay!
And her special guest is me.
Are you guesting on her show?
I am.
You're special. Well, good. Now you can tell them all about the astrology that's coming up.
Girl, I can't remember what I said 5 minutes ago.
Well, you just say it's going to be a little Uranus.
Okay.
It's Uranus is, we've got, here we go, Saturn, Neptune, eclipse, Mercury retrograde, Saturn going into Aries, and Uranus square Mars. There you go. Just write down Uranus.
Doug.
Put Doug down. Oh, well, so you're going to be her guest.
And I'll put a square around Doug.
Well, I'm going to watch the Olympics, but I will watch the YouTube tomorrow at work.
Cool. That works.
For sure. I love Cindy. Cindy's the bowls and the energy is exactly what we need right now.
Yeah, she's a very, very wise individual, very talented individual.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
I just adore her.
I sat through one of her shows, and she was actually, doing her singing bowls, and I got a lot out of it. Just saying.
That's so neat. Well, have fun. I'm glad you're guesting.
Me too. I think it's going to be really fun. So.
Well, you'll have fun. I can't wait to watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, that works.
Because I'm going to watch the Go Team USA. We're getting the gold. Guess what? We're going for the gold in.
Do it.
Curling tomorrow.
Curling.
Yes.
See, being a Scorpio guy, curling automatically, to my mind goes, curling. No, it's
the
shoving
ice.
Something and brushing the ice with a broom, and I don't know where they got the name. I should look that up.
Yeah, curling tomorrow. So, well, have a great show with Miss Cindy.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Have a great couple of weeks, everybody. Just remember to breathe. Just breathe. Yeah, that's it. Nice. Just breathe. Have a good one. Enjoy the show.